What's up, Unusual Facts family? It's been a while, but we're back at it, and we're gonna hop right into this thing. And guess what? As always, hit that subscribe button and make sure you like this video if you like it, because, well, these kids are amazing and you should just like it. And this video features a 7-year-old as China's youngest yoga teacher, earning $15,000 as pocket money. Here are the 5 world's youngest teachers in the world. Alia Sabur. The youngest university professor is Alia Sabur in the USA, born in 1989, who was appointed as a full-time faculty professor of the Department of Advanced Technology Fusion at Konkuk University, Seoul, South Korea. Mr. Sabur's official title is International Professor as Research Liaison with Stony Brook University in New York, USA. Number 2, Tabay Atkins.
Good things, speak kind words, and do good things. Namaste.
Tabay Atkins is not your typical 11-year-old boy, and being the youngest certified yoga teacher in the United States, as far as his mom can tell from a Google search anyway. This is only a small part of what makes him so special.
I first learned about yoga after my mom beat cancer.
Tabay discovered yoga at age 6 when his mom, Sahel Alvarenejad, began practicing as a part of her recovery from stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and intense chemotherapy. She says, in September 2012, I was just 2 weeks cancer-free when I connected to yoga teacher Carolyn Long, whose mother had just passed away from cancer. She welcomed me with open arms and convinced me to take her 200-hour vinyasa teacher training program. Yoga was a foreign language to me. I didn't even know what downward facing dog was, but I did it even though it was hard for me to walk on my own. And I had never taken a yoga class before. I had no hair and I was weak and scared. I got stronger, along with getting better physically and emotionally. And after 2.5 months of training, I could walk on my own again.
All my yoga classes are donation based, and I donate 100% of the money to kids who have cancer. Sometimes I feel different from other kids because kids at school say yoga is for girls, but actually yoga was created by men for men.
Wow, what an amazing story. Next up, Dr. Nkemehule Carl Ombamori Ayari. This young man happens to be the youngest doctor in Nigeria, who is the leader of this current list. Studied at the University of Nottingham in the UK. He gained admission into the university, and 3 years later, he graduated with a first-class degree in chemical engineering at only 19 years old. 3 years later, at 22 years old, he received a PhD in chemical engineering at the same university and won an EU grant to a total of £17,000. After graduation, he was employed in such international corporations such as Shell, Halliburton, etc. Now he is famous not only in his native country, but worldwide. Next on the list is Noam David Elkies. Born in just 1966, he's an American mathematician and professor of mathematics at Harvard University. At the age of 26, he became the youngest professor to receive tenure at Harvard. He's also a chess master and an accomplished composer. In 1981, at age 14, Elkies was awarded a gold medal at the 22nd International Mathematical Olympiad, receiving a perfect score of 42 and becoming one of just 26 participants to attain this score, and one of the youngest ever to do so. Elkies graduated from Stummersvet High School in 1982 and went on to Columbia University, where he won the Putnam competition at the age of 16 years and 14 months, making him one of the youngest Putnam Fellows in history. He was a Putnam Fellow 2 more times during his undergraduate years, and after graduating as valedictorian at age 18 with a summa cum laude in mathematics and music, he earned his PhD at the age of 20 under the supervision of Benedict Gross and Barry Mazur at Harvard University. From 1987 to 1990, he was a junior fellow of the Harvard Society of Fellows. In 1987, he proved that an elliptic curve over the rational numbers is supersingular at infinitely many primes. In 1988, he found a counterexample to Euler's sum of powers conjecture for fourth powers. His work on these and other problems won him recognition and a position as an associate professor at Harvard in 1990. In 1993, he was made a full tenured professor at the age of 26. This made him the youngest full professor in the history of Harvard, along with Alia Atkins. He extended Schuf's algorithm to create the Schuf-Elkies-Atkins algorithm. Next up, Sun Chuyang. A 7-year-old boy has become China's youngest certified yoga teacher with earnings of more than $15,000, the state media reported. In the process of teaching the ancient Indian practice, Sun Chuyang, whose English name is Mike, earned more than 100,000 yuan, probably also making him the richest person of his age. Sun's story was shared widely on social media, and the state media speculated that the boy from eastern China's Zhejiang province is perhaps the youngest certified yoga teacher in the world. Sun's mother told state-run China Daily that her son was taken to a yoga school at the age of 2 after he was diagnosed with slight autism. Sun was found to suffer from slight autism after he was put in a daycare center when he was 2 years old. To help heal him, his mother closed her apparel store and took him to practice yoga, the China Daily reported. Within about a year, Sun displayed a natural talent for the yoga postures he was being taught. After 2 years, Sun got rid of autism, the reporter said. Researchers have claimed that certain yoga postures help children with autism, which is a mental condition that can impact communication and social skills and trigger repetitive behavior. Children with the condition can also have special talents, experts say. An earlier report on Sun by China Radio International said, in order to put her son's life back on track, Sun's mother took a parental yoga training course and found her son particularly gifted in yoga. The coach said though Sun didn't talk so much, he easily remembered every move of the course. By the age of 6, Sun gradually became famous because of his special talent, and local yoga centers were eager to recruit him. Since the early 2000s, yoga has become increasingly popular in China. Experts on the practice here say that for many Chinese, it is more of a fitness regimen rather than a spiritual routine. According to the first government-sanctioned research on yoga last year, published this last June, in the Yoga Blue Book, China Yoga Industry Development, there were 10,000 registered yoga centers across China. There are millions of yoga practitioners in the country. China had backed India's move to the UN to declare June 21st the International Yoga Day, giving a fillip to hundreds of yoga clubs and organizations in the communist country. Thousands of Chinese have participated in Yoga Day celebrations across the country over the past 3 years. And finally, Babar Ali. At 16 years old, Babar Ali must be the youngest headmaster in the world. He is a teenager who is in charge of teaching hundreds of students in his family's backyard, where he runs classes of poor children from his village. The story of this young man from Murshidabad in West Bengal is a remarkable tale of the desire to learn amid the dirtiest poverty. Babar Ali's day starts early. He wakes, pitches in with the household chores, then jumps on an auto rickshaw, which takes him part of the 6-mile ride to Raj Gobinda School. The last couple of kilometers he has to walk. The school is the best in this part of West Bengal. There are hundreds of students, boys and girls. The classrooms are neat, if bare, but there are desks, chairs, a blackboard, and the teachers are all well dedicated and qualified. As the Class 12 roll call is taken, Babar Ali is seated in the middle of the front row. He is a tall, slim, gangly teenager, studious and smart in his blue and white uniform. He takes his notes carefully. He is the model student. Babar Ali is the first member of his family ever to get a proper education. It is not easy for me to come to school because I live so far away, he says. But the teachers are good and I love learning. And my parents believe I must get the best education possible. That's why I'm here. Thank you for watching our video, and please subscribe to Unusual Facts and hit the notification button so you can never miss any video from us. Thank you.